Shalom, my people. Shalom. Shalom, my people. I know y'all been noticing what been going on. I know y'all watching. Y'all got eyes and ears. You can hear. The so-called African queen, the so-called African American queen, our so-called Negro women, is getting out of hand now. And I did some studying. I did some research. And I come up with what the Bible says. All this stuff I'm pulling from scriptures. But they knew this a long time ago. They knew this in 1725 when they wrote the Willie Lynch letter. I'm going to read part of this letter in the name of the breaking process of an African woman. The African American woman. This is the breaking process. This is what our women's going through now. You see on Facebook. You see on Instagram. You see on TikTok. How women calling themselves queen. You can't be a queen until a king make you a queen. And the negatory stuff they are saying about the so-called Negro man. And what they are saying is what they've been taught. I'm going to show them what they are doing is what they've been taught. I'm going to show them through the Bible and through books on what they doing, why they doing it, because they don't know why they doing it, and why God set it up for them to do what they're doing. I'm going to show you straight from the Bible. I know I probably get a lot of hate comments on here, but guess what? Nobody like correction, especially us. So-called African Americans, so-called Negroes, we hate correction. We rather fight, shoot or kill rather than get corrected because we can't stand it. But let me go on and get straight to it. This is the Willie Lynch letter. This man wrote this book in 1725 on how to control niggers, how to make a slave. Well, this is a book on, this section of the book is on the breaking process of an African woman. Take the female and run a series of tests on her. See if she will submit to your desire willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor in good economics. If she shows any signs of resistance and submission completely to your will, do not hesitate to use a bullwhip on her to strike the last bit of resistance out of her. They beat it out of you. They beat the resistance out of you. If you, like the women say up now, they made you be like that because you was never meant to be like that. You were never supposed to, you was a submissive, loving woman. It done changed now to you, I don't know what the word to use, you're a clamorous woman. You loudmouth. You unsubmissive. And then you try to pull your daughter in there just like with you. You make your daughter be just like you. And I'm going to show you all in the scripture where it says you will do that. Take care not to kill her. You beat her till she's almost dead. And right now today, you a black woman, you have to damn near destroy that black woman for you to get her to break. And she the same way she was in 1725, the same way she is now. When in complete submission, when she done completely gave up, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit labor when they become age. Understanding is the best thing. She is training her daughter, her son, to be the same way because the curse has been upon the man to get rid of him out of the household. Who is raising the kids right now? Who is raising the kids? Because they done found a way to get the man out of the household. It's a curse from God. God said the man that is tender and delicate among you shall leave his bosom, his wife of his bosom, which is the wife of his youth, and he shall lead the remnant of his children. So right now you see that playing out because we only 13 to 14% of the population, but 65% of our household have no man in them. So the woman is basically raising the kids right now. And this is what Willie Lynch said in the book on what you should do. See what's going on? A woman will get the credit when the son make it to the pros. But when the son get killed, go to prison, they will blame the man. She want to take all the accolades, but she don't want to take the responsibility when he failed. And that's just the way it's going. That's the way it's been set up. And and that's what she done. She done tell they done beat her into submission when she have nothing to do but to obey them. She would not listen to us, but she'll listen to them. If a man say something, a woman will raise her voice at a man. I'm going to show you why that has come to play. A woman would raise her voice at a man. She would be very disrespectful to the so-called Negro man. You done seen it. You see it everywhere you go. And you know it's true. What the thing is, you cannot deny something when you see with your naked eye. So I'm not making this up. You know this is going on. Because the man not there, so the woman raising the child. The woman done switched the role of the child. The woman got the daughter being over the boy. What she would do is teach the boy, because she seen them in the book. She seen the man get beat, split apart, tarred, and feathered. So what she doing when she got a son, to keep the son from getting beat, tarred, and feathered, she sheltered him. So that's what you see now today when you got these young boys around here doing all this killing. They are our oppressors. They are killing us because the woman is raising him to be soft. So he cannot stand for nobody. He can't stand for correction. So what he does, she done took the daughter and made the daughter independent like she is. So now the daughter growing up said, I do not need a man. She's got a manly spirit now. Now you see the little girls walking around here with manly spirit. I seen two little girls, 15, 16-year-old, beating up an old lady. It was on Facebook. So now you got the young girls with that manly spirit just like the mama had. Now you got the boy with a womanly spirit. Now he's soft. He go around shooting and killing. Because only way he got courage if he got a gun. So he been taught to be feminine and he's soft. And you see it playing out in today's society. Now the women are complaining because guess what they complain about? They complain about they getting these feminine men and they got to train all over again. You blame they mama for that. Because the mama done found out that she's independent, because guess what they do? They set her up to get the jobs. They will get her a job before they get a man because they want to see the man out of the family. I will give you HUD. I will give you an EBT card. I will give you money to pay your light bill. I will give you a food stamp. But that man got to be gone. And our women choose to have the food stamp, the card, at the sacrifice of them children not being raised right. Because you need a man in that house to raise. I don't give a damn what they tell you. When a woman says she can do it by herself, no, she cannot. She cannot do it by herself because it was never meant for her to do it by herself. Let me go on to the scriptures. I want you to go to Proverbs. Follow me in the Bible because I don't want you to get mad and start whining and crying when the truth come out. Proverbs. Let me get it. Proverbs 7 and 11. Proverbs 7 and 11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. These women are so busy about, come on, man. Y'all see Oprah Winfrey got that channel called Owns. On that show ain't nothing but how our black women acting a pure donkey. They show our women angry and always upset because that stuff ain't real, but they show this stuff on TV. And y'all, and the women try to live like them women living on TV. And they bring that mess home. That's why hey, 65, I'll take that back. 40% of the Negro women will never see marriage. 40% of the Negro women will never see marriage. You can pull up these statistics. I'm not just ramming numbers. And guess what they'll say? They'll say in their defense, I can be by myself. God never meant for a woman to be by herself. God said, you said, for that case, a man shall leave and cleave unto a wife. Not a woman cleaving to another woman or a man cleaving to another a man. All this is biblical. 7-11. She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Because when he said abide not in her house, she busybody. She in everybody's business. You see it on, it's on Facebook, everywhere. These women get together and they just clamorous. Running their mouth when they should be submissive. But women don't want to hear the word submission because white folks done told them that word means give in. But them people were doing women's rights. When they had the women's liberty and women's rights, the so-called other nation went home. They women went back home. You came home and started all that stuff. Now you are clamorous, you loud, and the Bible talking directly to you because you are a child of God. You from Israel. The law was given to the children of Israel, and I'm going to get to that too. Go to Proverbs 8:4. Unto ye, old man, I call. My voice is to the son of man. God gave us the law. He gave it to the man. A woman do not supposed to be in church preaching. God said, I'm going to read it again. O ye, unto you, O men, unto you, O men, the single letter O. I call. My voice is to the son of man. God talking to us to give out these laws, statutes, commandments. A woman is trying to take over the church. They're trying to take over everything. They got a manly spirit. Because Willie Lynch taught them to have that manly spirit. He beat all the submissionness out of you. He beat you to almost death. And he said, guess what? You would train your offspring to be the same. You are the offspring of 1725. The meaning of the word clamorous, I'm going to get to that. The meaning of the word clamorous, guess what it means? It means making a loud and confusing noise. That's what our women are doing. They're making a loud and confusing noise and talking about nothing. And you know the woman that say, oh, he's a man that don't have no woman. He's talking like, no, I'm going you straight from the Bible. I can see what I see. I'm reading this from the Bible. And people know me. It ain't a woman problem with me. But this is a true statement in the Bible. And he said the meaning of the word clamorous, make a loud and confusing noise. Go to Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows nothing. This is the Most High talking about the woman. Because what's going on is ridiculous. It's going on. It's ridiculous the way our women are acting in the streets, and they won't respect when they acting like whores in the street. I'm gonna get to that where the God says they're gonna be acting like whores. They're gonna be dressing like whores, and that's what they do. All this in the Bible. I know that a woman preach ain't gonna never go to this. If you up under a woman preach, you think this woman's gonna go up under this kind of information, this kind of understanding? No, so buddy, we got to change. Our women's got to change. This is nonsense what's going on in the street with our women. They say our women angry. You right, they angry because the Bible says you're going to be angry. The Bible, this is all a curse. This is true state. This everything you're doing is in the Bible. Everything that you're doing, you think you're doing this on your own? Even the whipping when they beat you down near the death is what God put on you. That's a curse upon you. All this a curse. You believe in the Bible, you believe in what I'm reading you. And I give you scripture to go to a search. This is much needed. Until we come back as a nation and our women be beside us, it'll never work. We the only nation of people where our women act this way. Look at all the other nations, people. Just open up. Look at all the other nations of women that do not act like our women. All the other nations do not. The Chinese, the Japanese, the Korean, the Russian, the Africans. They say y'all want to go to African women don't act like this. They know they get their butt beat, tore up. They don't dare do what you're doing. This is a curse upon you because God gave you the law, statutes, and commandments. Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The knowledge of the holy is understanding. Our women don't fear God no more because they call themselves God. Because if you fear God, you will learn this Bible and understand what's going on. Because God said the key to knowledge, the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Our women don't fear God no more. The way they act and do in the world, they fear God. They think they the goddess. They go around telling you they are God. The woman is God. Y'all done seen it, man. They around here telling a woman is God. How you gonna be God when a woman came out of a man and not a man out of a woman? Come on, go back to the beginning. That's rule 101. Go to Genesis. It tells you that. But our women have been, and guess what? They got help. The so-called Edomites is helping them because they know the main key is keep that man down. Because if he ever get in that family and get and come to his righteous self, it'll be unstoppable. A woman can testify to this. If she got her a spiritual holy man, the house is unstoppable. Everything run in peace. Now, if you don't want to got you one of them old roughnecks, nigga, you wanted a roughneck. Because you had a good man. You had a man that would treat you right. You had a man that opened the door, but you didn't want him. You wanted a thug. So when you get him, not everybody a thug because that's something you chose. That's something you chose. You had a good man. But guess what you said? He's too soft. The man trying to treat you like a queen, but you didn't want that. I ain't even seen a lady on Facebook say she don't want a man to open the door for her. She want a man to beat her. How many other women's out there like that? Maybe not to that extreme, but our women think that way because they've been taught that way. Go to Jeremiah 31. See, all this is set up from God. God did all this, and you think you doing it because you just gonna be clamoring, so you just doing all this. Go to Jeremiah 31:22. So you think you just doing this. God set this up like this. The reason why you ruling a man right now, because God set this up this right here right now. God did this, but guess what? God asked you a question. He did this right now because God gonna do something in the end. Man gonna be back on top of God stirring up righteous men right now. You see, go to YouTube and watch all the Hebrew brothers coming up. He making up righteous men right now because we gonna take back. Because once they want to keep us down. Once God get us in order, it's gonna be hell to pay. Because they gonna realize that we are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. The black man is the salt of the earth. Until we come back together, now women realize they be trying, bring the woman. You got to bring the man up. Once you get that man where he's supposed to be, it's hell to kill the captain. Everything runs smooth. But don't you find it very ironic that they put us in prison, they shoot us, they hunt us down like dogs. We are a dangerous species. Why do you think they putting all us in prison? Why do you think they killing our women too, but they hunting us down. They actually hunting us down. They actually putting drugs in our neighborhood. They actually not giving you jobs. They do not want that black man to rise up. How long would I go about, thou backsliding daughters? That's a question, God. God said, how long? How long are you going to be a backslider? For the Lord has created a new thing on earth. A woman shall compass a man. God doing this here. God asked the question. He called you God doing this right now. A woman shall compass a man. It's not what you think, though. See, God got something for you. God doing this temporary for you can see what it is. Because guess what? He going to humble you down. He going to humble you down, man. Amos 3. Amos 3. Amos 3:1. Check this out. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, God, we the one that came out of Egypt. You the 12 tribes of Israel that came out of Egypt. This is you. You are a nation. You the one that came out of Egypt when Moses brought you out of Egypt. You only have I known of all the family on the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity. You hear what God said? He punishes us because we the only family. You just like your kid. Your kid don't do something right, you punish him. God punishes us. That's why all this is upon us. That's why the women's on top right now. Because guess what? They not using the way God wants you to use it. The women are using it and turning against the man. She get a job, now she independent. See how this works? You get you a job making 100K. Now you're looking out on the man that making 50K. Because guess what? Now you feel you can rule over him because you got money. Now you got our woman come and say, you ain't a good man if you can't buy me a car. You ain't a good man if you can't buy me a Gucci purse. You ain't a good man if you can't buy me a red bottle. All our women look for now is substance. They're not looking for spiritual things. They want a car. They want a purse. You want that? Okay, it's okay to have that thing, but don't make that be your number one demand. Don't make money be your number one standard. Because guess what? You're going to miss out on a good man. Y'all done been dating men who, them drug boys making $400,000-$500,000 selling drugs. They treat you like dirt. But you get a man making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, he want to treat you like a queen. But you don't want that. You can sit, I'm not talking nothing you don't see, nothing you haven't experienced, nothing you don't see with your naked eye. This Bible don't lie. Isaiah 3:12. Now, all this stuff fit us. As for my people, the children are their oppressors, and the women rule. Who raising these men, boys? Who raising these girls? Who got them girls going knocking on the door fighting? Who got the boys emotionally shooting each other? The women are raising the boys. The man is out of the house. It's a curse. God doing this to you. God got this set up the way he got it set up. Oh, my people, thou which lead thee called thee there. Who leading our people? Who leading you? The woman is leading our kids. Why you think our kids out of control? You're going to take some responsibility. You can't take responsibility when your son become a football star. You want to take responsibility when he becomes successful. You take that responsibility when you grab it with a torch. But when your son become a murderer, when your daughter become a hoe, you don't want to take that responsibility. One thing I know for sure, our women hate correction. You want to give a woman correction, she would die first before she take correction. She want to fight. She want to do everything in her power. She's loud, she's clamorous, and she will not understand nothing. Because guess what? She don't fear God. If you got a woman that don't fear God, she damn sure ain't going to respect you. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Deuteronomy 3:16. Moreover, this is what God said now. I want you to read. I want you to listen to this. This Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughter of Zion, which is you, are hardened and walk with a stretched forth neck and wanting eyes, walking in minutes as she goes, making twinkle in her feet. I'm going to break this down for you, man. God said, moreover, because the daughter of Zion, you walk hardened. You twisting, you doing all that stuff, and you walk with a straight, you got your neck straight up in the air. You know what I'm talking about. You grown now, you said, and one time you looking. You looking every man you see. Like your mom, you say every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you looking. You walking with a menace and you twisting. And you got twinkling because you used to have things on your feet when you make the jewelry on your feet. Therefore the Lord will smite thee with scabs from the crown of your head. God said, guess what I'm going to do to you, woman? This is what I'm going to do to you, woman, because you're hard-headed, you stiff-necked, you unsubmissive. God said, guess what I'm going to do? And you know that I'm telling the truth because it happened to you right now. God said, I will smite thee from the crown. I will smite thee with... Therefore the Lord will smite with the scabs of the crown of your head, the daughter of Zion. You losing your hair. God said, I'm going to put scabs on your head. You losing your hair. What nation of women that we know losing their hair? You losing your hair because you got that weave and stuff in your head. Your hair coming out. Now you ain't got no edges. You look like me. God said he doing this to you because you disobedient in his word. You don't fear God. God said, I'm going to strike you with scabs on your head. Now who nation walk around with our women's hair coming out their head? They got scalp. You can't even take their hair off their head. They wearing them bodies. And you all mad at Monique. Get mad at God because God talking to you right now. This is what God said. But go where God say. And the Lord will discover their secret parts. We're down there naked now. The Lord discovering all your secret parts and open to everybody to see. And the day Lord will take away God said, I'm going to take away your bravery. I'm going to take away the twinkling ornaments about your feet. And their calf and their round tiring like the moon. God said, I'm going to make your stomach up. I'm going to have you where y'all bloated and everything. I'm going to have you where your stomach got stretch marks. God said, I'm doing all this to you. Y'all better read this. The chain and bracelet and the muffler, the bonnets, the ornaments, the leggings, the headbands, and the tablet, and the earring. God said, I'm going to take all this away from you. The ring and the nose jewelry. God said, the glasses, the fine linen, the hood of the veil. It shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stench. I hear women talk about it all the time. They say they be by them women screwing with so many men now, they stink when you walk by them. They got a stench to them. God said you're going to have a stench to your body because you overusing your body. You overuse your body. Everybody, a woman, a man's whole. How many babies you got? Them how many bodies you done been with. A woman now got 5 different kids, 5 different men. That's 5 bodies you done been. That's not including the one you didn't get pregnant for. But then you talk about a man being a hoe. Come on, check yourself, man. Check this out. Instead of well set hair, instead of your way pretty long hair, get what God said. God said instead of well set hair, baldness. You have baldness. That's what the Most High said. This is your punishment for what's going to happen to you because you disobeyed the law, statutes, and commandments. Hey, check this out, folks. I'm not bashing someone. I'm telling you why you act the way you acting. For God said in Malachi 3 and 6, for I am the Lord. I change not. God said I ain't changing. I didn't tell the woman to do all this stuff. You're doing this on your own. God said I didn't change. God said I changed not. You are under a curse. The black man is under a curse. The children are under a curse. The children of Israel are under a curse. I read it to you. I told you God said you the only family have I known. We disobeying the law, statutes, and commandments, women. We got to come back to the Bible. You got to start reading your Bible for yourself. Stop letting these women preach the Bible. Because they ain't going to tell you thus says the Lord. Because they are a woman. They know they don't supposed to be preaching. So you think they're going to go back and tell you that you're going to be stench? You think they're going to go back and tell you that your hair going to come out your head? And they check this out. Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you. 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which you will not eventually set her sole or her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. That's where it used to be. Used to be delicate. Used to be soft-spoken. Used to be tender. Used to be loving. Used to be a man was glad to come home. Guess what a man do? He go hang out on the street corner for 2 or 3 hours rather than come into that house with you because he know where it's going to go happen. Women, you can attest to it. I'm not making this up. You live where you know understand what's going on because that man do not want to come home to that mess. He not weak, but he don't want all that mess. Y'all quick to say a man weak. A man not weak. He just don't want that mess. Because a man not whipping your ass, you call him weak. But when you get a dude who beating your ass, you in the hospital with broke eyes, you crying, you wish you had that man. Her eyes shall be evil toward her husband. This the most I saying this. This is a curse. Your eyes shall be evil toward your husband. That's why that man can't come home because your eyes are evil. All the other stuff I read before you. And toward her son, you a bitch, you a hoe, you no good, you just like your father. This is what a woman tell her son. So this boy grew up, he's in the street killing them because he got to prove that he's hard. And toward her daughter, you call your daughter a bitch, a hoe, no good, a slut, all them negative names, you call that baby that. You call their little daughter that. And she grew up to be just what you call her. You done put a curse upon her. For all the stuff you done done, I want you to go back to Isaiah. Isaiah 4:1. This is the kicker. I know y'all don't want to hear it. But I'm going to read you what the Bible says. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, wear our own apparel, only let us be called by their name to take away our approach. You're going to need protection. Because all that they're going to have going to come down on you. The world going to switch out on you. The so-called people who you think love you, that didn't love you, that gave you the position to be over us, the black man, who you can dog him out, they're going to turn on you. You're going to need us for your protection. That's why they say 40% of our women must never see marriage, because guess what? It ain't going to be enough men. I seen on Facebook now going around, women said, tell the other one, you're going to have to share your man. God saying that you're going to be amongst a man who going to already have 7 wives. You think a woman preacher is going to teach you this? No, she's not. It's coming, and you can see it coming. Well, guess what? It's a shortage. They're hunting us down. They're killing us. They're killing the men and children. They did a study. It's more black boys, little black boy babies being killed than black women babies born, whatever the reason why. When they born, they died of stillbirth. It's more black baby boys dying. So it's going to be way more girls than it is boys, which you already see. And not going on with the prison, they being gay, they getting shot, they on dope, they on crack, they got AIDS. It's going to be a men shortage. Right now today, you got women in Atlanta complaining now. Guess what they're doing? They saying there ain't enough men because all the men done turned gay now. Now they lonely. Ain't enough men up there because all the men done turned gay. So here you got all these women with no man. The Bible says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat. You're going to have your own money. I'm going to buy my own clothes. Well, only let us be called by your name to take away your sin. Because God going to establish the man back on the throne. Where we supposed to be. You're going to need us to take away your sin. You're going to need us to help you with your approach because they're going to try to kill you. They try to break you down. It's so coming. Why you think you can't wear your own hair now? Why you think you can't dress a certain way now on your job? Because it's coming back to you. Even they getting tired of you. The only one going to be able to help you is us. Because they're going to give you up. And God going to put the man back on the throne again. We're going to rule with righteousness. I ain't talking about a young thug boy. I ain't talking about no young or old man trying to be a young man. I'm talking about God, a righteous man with God laws in him. Where I just read that from. Oh, let me find. I got. Yeah, I'm a big on. Give me a minute. I got it right here. See, God ain't playing. God gonna bring us back to the righteous state. I don't know what I did, but you go back and look at the video and you will see it. God gonna bring us back to the righteous. God said, "Oh, ye men, hear my voice. I give you the commandments." God gave, here go. Proverbs 8:4. Unto you, O man, I call, and my voice is to the Son of Man. God said, his voice to the Son of Man. That's us. He gonna give us our throne back, give us our glory back, and the men's gonna come back and be real men. And that's when y'all gonna need our